Aw, thanks. Green bean. Pet, 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 pet. Pet, 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 pet. You are a green bean. Bean who is green. Ah!
Hello.
Hello.
I like the drawing.
Thanks. I drew Exie and Exie drew me.
Very cute. Hmm. Of course. Pleasure to see you again, Miss Diva.
Oh. Bye.
We all know he actually misses his angel.
Not mention it's been a couple of times I see him constantly drinking.
There you go. And Nexus, whom I already mentioned, who there's barely anything left. She used to have a light in her eyes like you did when I first met you. So innocent. A little scared, a little freaked out. But
what I'm gathering from this is you need to make time for yourself. Find a happy place. A literal...
Yeah.
It's that wrangling friend though, it's easy to pick up.
Yeah. First you told me about him.
He's got real short legs, so sometimes it's hard to keep up with Spoon, so Spoon just hoists him up over his shoulder.
Yeah. I've done that with people before.
I know it comes from somewhere. I know something about a well or a river. The bucket is taken and draws the Kagito from the well and river. And from that, abnormalities are born. But that's what's confusing. I don't know where Kagito comes from. The only people I think would know... Hello, Orisa. The only people I think would actually know would be Nathan or Orga, and I need to talk with them about this.
Please do tell me what you learned if I'm not present. If I am not with you.
I will message you. But that parade is what made me so concerned. Because we know nothing about Cosmo. We know nothing about his distortion. We know nothing about his abilities. But distortions have been and always been themed, and there is nothing, to my knowledge, that could connect him to the theme of Cogito and human subconscious. Because that's where everything is coming from, it seems. Stories and the like that would be in your brain. The only way I could imagine him distorting into something like that would be some insane, devastating thing, and not him watching his mother die, unless something specific happened. Because these are all abnormalities we have records of. That's why I'm concerned.
Then...
Because after I thought on it, nothing added up. Things don't make sense for his own capabilities.
Let's assume something. Let's assume a worst case scenario. let's assume the boy who, and again, Dorothy's not here, yes?
If she was here, she'd pop up. She's not very sneaky. Though she has been known to
Okay.
run around and hide every so often, she does show up very quickly. And considering the topic subject, I think she'd raise an objection.
Then let me ask you this. What would happen if a boy named Cosmo died, and an abnormality was born from a story or hope or dream of a dying child? One that dreamed of a happiness, a home.
That's...
Dorothy is related to him. And Dorothy's main goal is to go home.
Dorothy's his playmate from when he was younger. That's the problem. Abnormalities still don't make sense. L-Corp and everything and how they did it was always based off the energy they could produce, the enkephalin they could produce from them. That's why their ranking is messed up in my own opinion, because it was always based off how much energy they could get, not a proper danger. Abnormalities, when they are extracted and such, cool. I know they can come from trauma, fairy tales, they can be their own original things. But the actual formation of an abnormality is something I don't know anything about. You can see, after I've pointed some stuff out, why they don't add up. Even with your limited knowledge on how all this works, specific things don't add up.
I agree with this.
And that's why
I even mentioned it to Cosmo the other day. You might have heard it. Don't tell, or be careful what you tell the two employees. It's not so much that I don't trust them, but Cosmo is a factory for abnormalities at this point. He's still
And
my kid
it's-
as far as I'm concerned, but I'm aware of what my kid's capable of.
And abnormalities are always pouring out from him because of it. Be it him going to active state, him experiencing extreme emotions, which is another thing, by the way. The incidents of his with the
Noticed
smoke.
it too.
Another thing that a distortion is not capable of. And distortions can get very powerful, I am well aware. Hell, one of the most well-known distortions, pianist, almost wiped out an entire district on its own before it was killed by something or someone.
I need to talk to Nermaya.
I don't know if her stuff will line up. Maybe it will, but
I don't need it to line up. I just need a hint, a vague idea, something.
I can bounce into her world and see if she's there, or you can message her through comms and the Azure Wings and see.
I plan on it.
Inform me of what you
Things-
find out. Everything Cosmo has either doesn't make sense or conflicts with itself. Let's run with the idea that he's a distortion. Okay. Distortions have specific themes related to the trauma that caused them to distort. What is his theme that we're aware of?
Things. Everything's relating to his past to a point.
Off the cuff, I can say his trauma was losing his mother and father, his family. But then his distortion makes nothing in relation to that. He has abilities linked to the 7 sins. But even then, they don't really make much sense if you look at them from how they're typically understood. It's like they're their own set of rules.
Wait.
Okay, so what? His distortion's connected to the sins, but that also doesn't make sense. Ad cogito, the abnormalities, the fact that he's giving out jewelry to Oishi and fucking Rin. Sure, we can say he's an abnormality then. But again, that doesn't add up
default.
his lust.
What could he lust for?
A home, family.
He has that. Yet he still lusts for it.
that leads into the idea I had that it's not just Cosmo in that body. That it's a secondary instance or something. And what if, and hear me out, something hitched a ride with him? I don't know if this is true or not. It's an idea I'm spitballing now, but if something hitched a ride with Cosmo, it could explain some of the things he's done.
I'm
If there-
speaking from my perspective as Lake Center Demon. There are two possibilities in this instance, if there is something else in there.
My knee.
Cosmo's the original, and this thing's a spin-off of some sort. Whether it hitched a ride, was made by Cosmo, doesn't matter. The other option. The creature made Cosmo.
I can see both of them working, but if it's for the latter, that means it needs to be capable of fabricating an entire person, memories and history included. Which we can keep on the table, because we don't actually have any evidence that the Amber Eclipse, our quote-unquote theory that his original mother, ever had an actual child.
I was about to say...
Nathan and Orga are trying to get into the house, but I'm not sure how well that'll work.
I was about to say something else. Let's say the child's real. What if all the memories of childhood are fabricated? Does that make Cosmo less real? No, not in my eyes, but... Because from his perspective, he lived through all of that. He lived through that hell. But still...
This got way too complicated, way too fast. I'm leaning more towards there's something secondary with him at the moment.
I feel like you're not wrong with that, no matter what the outcome is. I'm just prepared for a worst case.
Yeah.
Excuse me if I may.
Please.
You say that his default state is lust, right?
Yes.
And he lusts for more family.
Yes, not unlike my annoying sister,
And
but...
he makes abnormalities?
He makes family.
Yes.
That would fit.
He's made a little sister, a pet for that little sister, a whale that likely holds some significance to him, the magical girls, which I'm not sure where they fall in this.
They don't. Same with the whale. Like Dorothy and Cosmo himself has said, Dorothy is not a younger sister, she was the playmate for Cosmo when he was younger. Leon was apparently a father figure. And I can see where Cosmo gets his accent from. Celine, I believe it is, or something, regardless, is the Knight of Despair, one of the magical girls, where he gets his sword and shield from, but I don't know how she adds up in everything. Assuming what Dorothy says about this parade is true, that means there's a lot more going on.
You have to keep something in mind, though, with Dorothy.
She's not fully correct. She's a child. And that's why I want
believe
to speak
everything
with
she
Leon
says is
and
not
others,
a lie.
but exaggerated.
She'll see people fighting to the death and think they're playing rough.
Well, she did say she and a bunch of her friends did self-defense for Cosmo when he first came to the metaverse to keep people away from him, so...
So this raises a question, then. No, this raises many questions. If he's making a family, why is he reaching out to others?
Because it's not just him in there. I don't think he's making a family. Again, if we run with... Because the gift he gave Oishi and Rain, I don't know how he made them, but chances are they are very clearly ego gifts, things you would get from an abnormality due to one reason or another.
That.
I don't know how, if
I have a lot to
he is
say
an
with Aurora.
abnormality, if he's an abnormality, or he has an abnormality in him that's hiding, then it clearly has specific activation requirements or specific behavior stuff. We can assume for the most part, Cosmo is the person in control. But this abnormality is what's giving him all his abilities and such. Hell, we've seen him cough up Kakido in active state before. It's how he left before, how he got into that place nobody could get to.
The fact that he's able to make the Kagito is what's concerning. We were going to bring some to you for disposal. But
I can't dispose of this
things.
stuff.
I thought you
Best
got
I can
rid
do
of
is
it with her.
No, best I can do is stick it in a container.
Oh.
For the most part, it dissolves on its own, but every so often...
It makes a whale.
Or it makes a specific abnormality. For example, when Dorothy first came to the metaverse, Cosmo had his breakdown. I watched his mother get torn to shreds in front of him. I watched him my house.
Hi, Mitsu.
I come back to the Azure Wings engineering bay. The puddle is
Oh,
gone,
Mitsu.
and then there's Dorothy. Where the fuck?
She's above you on your head.
Of course. Hello, Mitsu. Dorothy, who, in that immediate moment, my first instinct was to kill because every abnormality I found or met thus far was trying to kill me first. Yes, I know.
I don't think we
dying
should
is
talk
illegal.
more about this. Not now.
You can see why I'm concerned, especially
No,
the parade
I do.
in particular.
I'm with you.
Nothing's going on with your project. Have you found anything in regards to Tomo? Your brother's
What's your
fine.
brother?
He's currently spacing out right now because he and Reem may potentially be getting married in the future. Maybe.
Don't put pressure on the Mitsu. They're currently figuring out their relationship and having this important relationship talks.
You get that. Take it out of my jacket, you little shit.
Actually, about that Mitsu, can you climb down for a
Don't
second?
you dare.
I would never.
You want another fucking repeat of Oh My Goddess? You want another repeat of Oh My Goddess?
Hey, Mitsu. Did you know that Gray has a partner now? And that they're married? They had a wedding without you.
Self-defense.
Hello, Dorothy. No self-defense. And how long have you been listening, Dorothy?
What?
I'm not married, Mitsu. Have you been
Listening
listening to
to
our
what?
whole conversation, or did you just arrive?
What conversation?
Okay. The conversation me and Blake and Cheryl were having. I'm not married, you little...
Okay.
I'm not married, Mitsu.
Congratulations, Grey Warden.
Here's your coupons. I'm not married!
I know.
Not actual lethal rounds, just so you know. It's not firing lethal rounds. They're fine.
Okay, go home. Go home. Just go home. Just go home.
They're being a bitch! That's what they're doing. They're being
Okay.
a
What is happening?
I don't know. I think Blake tried to draw on Artemis's drone while they were disconnected.
No, my drone walked off, and by the way, the Orisa, those were non-lethal rounds. If anything, this
Spoons is
Nerf
real
dart
confused.
stuck in the side of a heel. Anyway,
We're also in the dream realm. I want to die
I
for
forgot
real.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
No, they were not.
They were annoying me, so I annoyed them.
Alright. Good luck. Goodbye. Sorry.
Yeah, it was real loud.
Yeah, sorry everyone.
There's a reason
Might
why
have
we.
overreacted a little. Where did Blake go?
That was real loud.
Though I've been in way too many combat situations that involve everybody using guns, so I'm used to having my ears bleed.
Ow. Blake.
Hmm.
I just figured out how to make
Oh.
earplugs with my shadows.
Hello. I am not a masochist. I don't enjoy the pain. I just tolerate it. You look a lot like my sister.
Do I know?
She's also a bug who wears a robe.
Hmm.
And has 4 arms. And wings. And long hair.
Hmm. Are her other pair of arms sides like mine?
Big Argonian.
No.
How is all?
It is good.
Spoons is good.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, I am Brutus.
Hello, I'm Spoons.
Yeah, she is very pretty. Just like Orisa.
Ah, thank
I'm
you.
gonna wander around for a little bit.
Are they also divine like you?
Yup.
I've not seen an Argonian here yet.
I see.
Yeah. That was fast.
Hmm?
You know, I'm pretty sure he's not actually an Argonian.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Brutus
another type of lizard man.
Yes, he tends to do
right,
that.
yeah, it's like how there's other types of cat people.
I believe he is
Yeah.
trying to find
Man.
Mitsu.
I've not seen other types of Argonian or Khajiit yet.
He has a
Oh,
tendency
okay.
to just...
It's like how I'm
walk
not technically a
around.
Khajiit, even though I look like a very specific breed of Khajiit.
Yeah, it looks like an Omega.
Every time I have seen him
Yeah.
arrive here, ever since we finished helping the Kitsune village, he would just come here, say hi to Mitsu, and then leave. Mitsu is here. She is currently with Grey Warden and Blake.
Hi, Mitsu. Yeah, no, I
She's
know about a
not
bunch of
here,
the different
here.
Khajiit breeds
She's
because
in the Dream Realm.
Oh,
I
okay.
played
Skyrim with mods. I'm in the Dream Realm. Which meant I could put things into the game that weren't originally in the game.
Yes.
Like different,
Oh, okay.
different, races and different Khajiit breeds.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Cyrus.
Hey.
Hello.
Blake dead
Hi,
yet?
honey.
Huh?
I crashed into a wall.
Or did Blake survive?
No, Blake was fine. I mean, they weren't.
Hi, Yami.
Artemis wasn't even gonna kill them. Plus, we're
Thank
not
Get a
you.
lot of
place where that
speed
can
if you jump
happen,
from
so-
if you jump from the mountain and glide away.
I thought Blake
Ah, I see you found one of those.
Oh, I don't know, but they're having a conversation over there, and I think
I was
Blake
finally
is
flying.
teasing Grey
Was
Warden. I'm
weird.
not sure what's going on.
The life
Yeah, because,
I can fly too.
If I remember, Grey Warden and Alice had a running joke of them being married and then divorced and married and divorced. Even though
you
it wasn't
can
really
fly?
an actual official.
Yes.
That's nice.
Spoons has gotten married lots of times.
Orisa.
Yes.
Never been divorced.
Good to see.
What's
Good to see you as well.
Divorce.
She's
is
being a
when
gremlin.
You and your mate decide, yeah, no,
Yes,
we're not
I
mates anymore.
know.
We're gonna go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't
Yummy.
play bowling
Yeah.
with a person.
Happened before.
Yummy. Look at me.
Usually, it happens when it's
Hey,
like,
I'm leaving now. Bye bye.
Yeah, yeah.
If you continue
Bye.
to use people as bowling balls, You're not getting
Usually,
any cookies.
it happens when
Goodbye.
Bon.
Bye, spoons.
good.
So do not do that again, okay?
Usually it happens when the two mates
Okay.
they do
Alright.
want
Please
to be
don't
with each
pounce
other
on me
forever,
anymore.
and then they get into this big argument that they're like, okay, I can't stand you anymore
And do
because of
not
this
pounce on
one
her.
thing or a buildup of things. We are done forever, and divorce is usually a big ordeal, a big breaking of everything going
Yummy.
boom.
Okay.
Do you promise
Yeah.
not to pounce on you?
I mean, sometimes it's that, but it's more often than not, it's a match lighting off a powder keg.
Do we need to send you home?
Sometimes when people get divorced, they can
Oh,
just be
wait, this
friends.
is-
But
Stop.
it is very, very
Hold.
often that they want nothing to do with each other, and sometimes even try to ruin each other's lives.
Sorry, Fiamma.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's unfortunate how often that happens.
Do not do that.
Thank you.
Do you promise not to do that again? You're making me
Yeah.
upset. Hey. If you do it again, you will have no cookies for a week.
Don't protect.
Thank you,
It's good
Diva.
at fighting.
You're my hero.
Hello.
I will protect by. Oh look,
Thank you.
Kuga is coming
I
to
feel better
attack
now.
us. Grab it by its tail and just throw it over the mountain. Cat is drunk.
Yay.
Spoons will be right back.
Anyway, I like your wings very much.
Thank you.
They're like translucent and stuff.
And I am sorry for my daughter's behavior.
It's okay.
Hmm.
Forgive and forget.
I will try to make sure she does not do it again.
Okay. Thank you. Now that I think of it, I've never actually seen Solamria fly, even though she has. I just said her name out loud. 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 I just said her name out loud.
Ah.
Hmm?
I see.
Hmm.
Best we forget about what she just said, I suppose.
I didn't even
You decided
hear
to be
what
taller,
she
so I
said.
decided to be taller.
For the best. Hmm.
Oh, that's confusing.
Ah, that. Yeah. Yeah. It's adorable. Pat, pat.
See you later, everyone.
Take care.
I live to fluster people. It's fun.
Hmm. May I perch on your head?
Sure.
Mm,
Now she go tiny. I go bend down. Single finger head pats.
I am now sitting on the head.
Hello. Thank you.
Please. Making people who are easy to fluster flustered is always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm able to see just about everything that happens here.
Steve was so small she could get lost in my special pocket. I mean, I wasn't going to unless you asked.
Hmm.
Mitsu, it's Blake. Her mind was already damaged and stressed from that fight to begin with. Gosh.
I'm not gonna lie to you that I was kind of out of it that entire day. I woke up, ate food, passed out again. I had a popsicle and passed out.
Hello, Orisa.
Oh.
If you have time to eat takoyaki. I didn't eat takoyaki though. I didn't have time to make it.
Hello.
I ate ramen.
Hello, Dorothy.
Do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do all you eat is ramen?
Why does
Yeah.
everyone think I only eat ramen?
I don't know. I'm asking, do you only eat ramen, though?
Okay. No, I don't only eat ramen.
Okay,
it's
because
just
I was
easy.
gonna hey, like, if all you eat is ramen, we can get you some ramen recipes and shit. You know, some good ones.
No, it was the fact of having to eat and stuff.
I see. Yes, the parade is definitely something to hear about.
Oh,
You.
okay.
If you were about to say, by the way, Gray's married to get you off her, to get her off your back, I swear to Gaia,
No,
Blake.
no. Do you have a picture of the Lobotomy Corp employees by chance? Like what their uniform looks like?
So that's the funny thing. So, Lobotomy Corp employees don't actually have a quote-unquote standard uniform. So, their standard uniform for agents and clerks is this.
Do they have a signet logo, anything?
So they actually have armband. Well, I know they had armbands denoting their rank, but that's better. You probably walked here.
Everyone's over there.
But L Corp employees tend to swap out of their standard uniform into ego suits very quickly to better handle the abnormalities and such.
Do you have a picture of the armband? Something as an identifier?
No, not really, actually. I don't think I ever.
Do you have an armband? You beat up a lot of people at this point. I wouldn't be surprised.
Then yeah, you can probably ride my hit just fine at my normal size. Because all of
The
my
problem at
muscles
that
are
point would
stronger
be
than a normal
the
person.
balance of staying on top of it.
Yeah, you at your normal size and me at my normal size. You would definitely have. Adorable. Oh yeah. Bouncy, bouncy. No, you can't just take that, but you can possibly learn it just by existing around me. You can probably learn a few things and then produce it yourself. It's not something you literally can absorb from me. It's more knowledge and then put in practice kind of thing. But for me, it's just instinct, so I can't really teach. Well, yeah, because Yuri is just fake stories.
All about the things that happen at the place. Oh, there was a lot of things that happened. So many things.
As he stands right now, I think he will be okay. At the very least, us learning more about him will ensure that he'll be okay in the future. I'm not. I'll be 100% honest with you, Mitsu. I'm not. Neither me or brother are. I can now. I'm scared for him. I'm scared I might lose a nephew if this goes badly, and brother feels the same way. It makes me feel more confident. I don't know. No one can see my face. No one can see what I'm thinking. No one can see how I feel, yada yada yada. But anyway, with Cosmo, it's confidence can go a long way. It can even help a soul calm the hell down. The point is, you know your brother's different. He's not a normal person per se. He's a good boy, do not get me wrong. But he has the ability to make the strange creatures and their maladies like Dorothy. That's not a bad thing, but it's not normal, for lack of a better word. And Gray brought up something that I'm sure he'll talk about with you in time. I'm not going to half-ass explain it because he'd do it better, but
time-wise, it doesn't actually match up. You've been asleep longer than that, but for you guys, it did feel like a year. Oh.
Oh, of
This is
course.
already like stuff that's often wet. This sounds a bit less interesting from.
Yeah.
There's already too many people who have those powers and stuff.
I don't know, Yami?
Why? Why do you have to? Why do you have to have a stand? Why can't you just do shit yourself?
Huh? Whoa.
Yeah, no.
Weird.
You see, and that is why the JoJo series fell off, because it just turned into weird random shit like that.
One does not even know what talking about.
You don't want to know.
Okay.
It got dumb after the fourth arc.
Oh. Oh, is some kind of story?
Yeah.
Oh.
Though, as with all things,
Sims can
the
do that.
stories are real, even if they aren't one-to-one.
Hello. Understandable.
Are you really an idiot if you're smart enough to realize you're an idiot?
Though I would suggest refraining from certain topics around the child.
Yeah, that's why I haven't said anything specific. Just general flustering. General flustering and non-specific terminology.
Big.
Yes.
Reminds of Giant Husband. Giant Husband and Mate.
It's alright.
Have lots of fun with both of them.
There's nothing especially egregious. Besides, I think they're barely even listening.
Nah, looks like they're just dancing to the music in their head. No, that's not what I wanted. Pat Patatina.
Yeah. Oh.
Give single claw ear scritches.
Mhm.
Adorable.
Hmm?
I have lost my Japanisms. I don't know what that say. Unfortunately.
It's weird dancing to nothing. Dancing to the wind.
You want a music player?
Where?
Do you want something to play music with?
No.
Well,
I
could
might
always get you
recognize the
some
song if
headphones.
it was written in Romanji.
Oh, hello there.
When does my gonna go now?
Oh, Spoon's gotta go?
No, he's just wanting to go.
Disappeared.
Okay. Well, then, Tina, I'm just gonna gently put you down over here. Because I gonna go with Spoons. And we go to my jungle.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
You didn't hear anything that Phoenix said, alright?
No, I did not.
Good.
I know how to keep a secret.
That makes me very glad. I'll be seeing you around, Orisa.
Alright.
I didn't understand what she said.
I thought something like that might happen.
Who was that?
I have an idea, but there is no need to worry.
Okay then.
Because I know they are just looking out for someone.
Spooky, ominous, mysterious. Title card. Intro scene.
all this, I don't even get called father by you. God damn it. Help me. Help me.
No.
Damn you. I will have you know, Mr. I'm going to remember this.
Yami, Tomo.
Yeah.
Where are the other crazy people? Hello, Orisa.
Hello.
Oh, I said Yami and Tomo to say hi to both of them. I'm not gonna just say hi to only one of them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what's this I hear about you getting someone asking you out?
What?
What?
Apparently according to Shiro, somebody showed up and asked you out a bit ago. I don't fucking know.
They did not do that.
I'm paraphrasing.
They threatened me.
Wait,
What?
you mean what I said?
Who the fuck threatened you? Yeah, but then Shiro chimed in. You just said someone showed up and spoke to Orisa. Shiro was the one who said someone
Sarah wasn't there for that.
was like flirting with her. No, that was Shiro's response to what she
I'm
said.
assuming that they were one of Fiamma's sisters.
Be honest. Why are they
Fiamma.
threatening you?
Because Fiamma said something that I overheard that she was not supposed to say.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yes.
So she said something mean, you weren't supposed to hear it, and you took offense to it, I assume?
No. She said a word she was not supposed to. That is all I shall say.
Alright.
It seems I may be the only one who remembered the actual words spoken anyways.
Oh, it's probably for the best.
Well, it
Where
appears
the
so.
fuck is everybody else?
Yes.
I could have sworn there was more people here. Are they all elsewhere?
I think they left.
Thank you for that.
They all left.
And I would prefer not to erase people's memories of the name either.
And that's fine and fair. Alright, well. Guess that means everyone's pretty much gone then.
Well, now you said what it was.
What? Okay, well, if that's the situation with everything, I'm gonna head out. I have stuff to figure out. Lovely. Alright, goodbye.
Alright. I would certainly hope there is no one like that we are associated with. It would seem it is only us now. Do you need help getting to Axie's place? I overheard the conversation. Yes, I did. I hear most things here. Alright. And teleport. Stay here as long as you want. I'll be taking a back seat. Farewell.